Hello, how is everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a fine day. We're playing some more Brotato today. I hope everyone's doing good. Today I'm a bit nervous because we ended on Engineer in yesterday's session after getting 6 wins in a row. And Engineer is one of the characters I actually really dislike, so yeah, I don't know. I usually like to set myself up in a way, so I start with a comfort character. That is not Engineer, that's Soldier. But he's the next in line, and it's gonna be a hoot. Hey Probs, you're surely seeing the news that even tag you. Yes, I saw Slay Spire on March 5th, 6th, one of those. I did see it. I actually excitedly told my girlfriend in bed this morning, and then I kind of forgot to reply to you. Anyway, it's Engineer time. He starts with a wrench. You can definitely play this guy with wrenches, but I feel like that always goes horribly wrong for me. So I usually run screwdrivers. Screwdrivers is the only option that scales off of engineering, and the only attack stat of his that gets buffed is engineering. So we're gonna see what we can do. And the absurd amount of mines that you spawn with 6 high-level screwdrivers is also pretty helpful. It's not like they're bad. I think like 6 turrets definitely deal more damage than the occasional 6 mines. But I just like to have the screwdrivers at hand to actually have a melee weapon in hand that deals damage. Screwdrivers are also dirt cheap. Like, look at that, 12. So we're probably gonna be able to buy a lot of them immediately on stage 1. Yo, wake up. Truly said has been announced. In bed, as in we just woke up. Come on. I want to keep these 2. I mean, then she called him a nerd. You gotta set priorities, guys. You wouldn't understand. Okay, we got some bands in, we got some screwdrivers in. Fucking, you guys are idiots. My husband and I discuss video in bed, that's fine. Yeah, it's like, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you're not gonna do the deed 100% of the time you're in bed together. You're also gonna do important things like sleeping and just like, you know, hanging out and chatting and stuff. Seriously. You guys are fucked up. I can go for a bit of early luck, but I kind of want harvesting. Armor is good too. I'm gonna keep that. What do you expect from Twitch chat? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. You have a fair point. Alright, mine's already doing a pretty great job. I missed that cursed looter on the left, but I didn't think I was gonna make it there in time. Finally, some harvesting. Only miss was here. Said no chatter ever. No, I don't know. I'm worried a bit for the guy, honestly. Like, he hasn't shown up in a while. I hope everything's all right with Miss Achiever. Okay. Come on, engineer. Don't do engineering things. So let me up my stats, get a few structures. There have been some suspicious YouTube comments. He has actually been commenting on the YouTube a bit recently, that's true. He's trying to bring back the hand cam meme. I don't know. Coffee. Should probably take an engineering there. I could use some more screwdrivers. Really want to ramp up the level of those to spawn more mines. Could use some engineering as well and a bit of HP. It's really the main thing I want right now is engineering and HP. Ooh. Gotta get the looty boy. You know, he could just be nice and do me the favor of stepping on the mine, but apparently he was not in the mood. I have to. Alien baby this early. It sucks increasing the enemy health, especially on this character, but I can almost double mine here. That's just too good not to take. And a lot of engineer runs end up turning into survival, where you kind of just try to find the stats to stay alive. Because the mines and the screwdrivers oftentimes don't deal the sufficient amount of damage. Not always, but sometimes. Although right now our damage definitely still seems sufficient. Just gotta increase that damage output a bit from the mines and the screwdrivers. Six melee, 3 armor. Another 3 armor, sure. 8 armor on wave 8. Pretty good. So what's everyone's weekend plans? Anyone got anything exciting planned, y'all? What are you gonna do, everyone? Okay. First dude, a bit scary. Meanwhile, I haven't really found a good cursed item yet. Myself. Cursed screwdrivers are so good. Like a red cursed screwdriver, it goes from spawning a mine every 10 seconds to spawning a mine every 6 seconds. I think it can even go to 5 with a bit of luck. Like, it's crazy. Cursed screwdrivers are so good. They improve their own damage scaling as well as the ones of the mines. Just very good. Like, finding a cursed screwdriver is such a huge difference for this character. More landmines is nice. First gecko. That's something. Okay, I wouldn't mind finding some screwdrivers at this point. They're not exactly supposed to be rare. That's pretty good. Come on, I have 2 hordes here, which the mines are actually really good against. So I really do want to be upgrading them screwdrivers. I also don't want any spider eggs hatching here because this character does not like big beefy enemies. What this character likes is swarms of ants like this one. He handles those pretty well. The turret build likes big beefy enemies a bit better, but the turret build then hates swarms of ants most of the time. And I think it's better to be good against swarms of ants, personally. Honestly, a bit surprised that I managed to... I can't kill that guy. Honestly, a bit surprised that I managed to crowd control all of that. Fish hook! Huge. Huge. If I can't find cursed screwdrivers, I'm gonna make my own cursed screwdrivers. I'm gonna try and curse all of these. To work tomorrow morning, but luckily the weekend extends to Monday. Is it a holiday over there? Or how come? Yes. Is it your national holiday? Something rings a bell in February. I don't know. I feel like we've had this conversation last year around the same time. Ah! Men's and Women's Day. Oh, I see. Or engineering. Sure, I only have 27 engineering. That's a very low amount for engineer, honestly. Okay, there's a cursed screwdriver. So a regular screwdriver spawns every 12 seconds and the cursed one every 7. So you can see how big of a step up that is. I'm just gonna buy that and try to find more screwdrivers to curse. This doesn't affect the mines, so I don't care about it too much. I'm gonna take the wings. I'm trying to get more screwdrivers. A red screwdriver? Lighthouse. This is unfortunately the wrong character for Lighthouse. We're already at -11 with the structures, and we want to buy every structure we can, so this is unfortunately not that great. Okay, we have a wave 12 horde, which is a bit of a bummer because it's going to be the horde with all the snipers as well. And that's not really what we want to see. But they don't have a whole lot of health, so like a fortunately placed mine is going to take care of those, I imagine. Try my best to dodge everything while also making them step on the mines. Ooh. March 8th is a bit more ubiquitous around the world. February 23rd is mostly a Russian thing. I remember a while back, like at a school I worked, there were a bunch of Russian kids in our class, and it must have been February 23rd where like those Russian children actually brought like a really big bouquet of flowers to their class teacher, who was a woman, which was also apparently for Women's Day. And that's when it was explained to me that that's apparently a very big and important thing in Russia. I mean, there's worse things to celebrate, so... Oh, it's every 3 seconds. Like, look at how insane this thing is. Then it was in March. Okay, my bad. Okay, can't get Tyler, but I can get that screwdriver, that cursed screwdriver upgraded. More landmines. Baby squid. It's not the worst baby squid. Sure. Okay, let's not die to the horde, which is easier said than done. Although I am, with 3 cursed screwdrivers, I'm already spawning a lot of mines. I just want to get these sniping assholes out of the game as fast as possible. They only spawn in about the first half of the wave. And they're easily the most dangerous of this wave because they just start piling up, you know, they group up together. And because they always keep their distance from you, they're suddenly like walled off by a lot of enemies of the horde. Oh boy. Okay, that went pretty well, I gotta say. Like, that was really nice. That does nothing for this character. That was really, really nice. I'll go for one more armor. Okay, there's another screwdriver. Is that gonna be every 2 seconds? Yeah, every 2 seconds it spawns a mine. Curse Tyler is nuts too. I don't need to upgrade the baby squid or curse the baby squid, I don't think. I'd rather find more screwdrivers. Sweet. I meant screwdrivers to curse, but hey, I'm not complaining. Corrupted chart is already cursed. It's also good. The thing is, like, cursed screwdrivers are double good too, because on the one hand, it increases the amount of mines you spawn, but it also increases the damage scaling of both the mines and the screwdrivers themselves. Like, because screwdrivers usually scale a set 50% with your engineering, right? But the cursed screwdrivers are gonna scale a lot more. It's a random value, so I can't tell you for sure how much these particular screwdrivers scale. But we can check after this wave, and I'm telling you it's way more than 50%. So like, suddenly we're also a lot more robust in terms of our melee damage that we put out. It's just nuts. Finding cursed screwdrivers on this character is such a big deal. And it's gonna single-handedly make this run a whole lot easier. Isn't piercing good for turrets? It is, but I'm only running a base turret right now. Like, I'm doing a full screwdriver build, and screwdrivers spawn mines, and the piercing doesn't do anything on the mines. And currently, this base turret is the only turret I have, so it doesn't really seem worth it to get piercing just for that. I rather would have had the 40 materials that it gave me. Engineering. Nail is great. So yeah, look at this. Uncursed screwdriver scales 50%. Same on the level 4. But the cursed level 4 scales 84% with my engineering. And that is a huge step up. And this one even scales 85%. And this one 91. So yeah, they do way more damage. Crazy. Alright, second horde. I really hope it's going to be as easy as the first one. Oh god! Walrus. To be fair, I also have a cursed healing turret and a regular healing turret, and I have 78 HP and a lot of armor. So even my sustain is really good, and I have this cursed Tyler to help me out. Like, the run is just very, very good. It's really all there is to it. This is a very strong run. And can I just say that, like, turrets engineer with the not screwdrivers but the wrenches, like, that would have struggled way more with these 2 horde waves, because turrets really prefer elites. So just by by circumstance, I happen to get a way better setup for the screwdrivers than the wrenches. But you know, it's nice to get lucky once in a while. May the nail get cursed as well. That'd be nice. Slowing down enemies with this character is pretty good. Nice. The nail did not get cursed, but I'm also currently under no pressure to pick it up, so I'm gonna leave it here. Bait. I can deal with bait. Okay, there's the second turret. We don't want Triangle of Power here because you do tend to take a lot of damage with this guy. I want to try and get a screwdriver in here to curse. Screwdriver and candy bag. Dude, I love this item. So good. Hey, Badgie, welcome. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh my god, die! Jesus. You know, it's also really good on NG, the robot pet. If I could find that, that'd be banger. But yeah, I wanted to come back to the question of isn't piercing good for turrets. If you're running wrenches, you absolutely want to take every instance of piercing you find. It's incredible. Screwdrivers, I don't think it's that great. So we're skipping it. Is Probs winning? It's definitely a very good run, but it's engineer. So we can still die at any point in time, although it's gonna be hard with a cursed nail. Definitely want to curse that. Oh boy. Okay, I wonder how the elite fight is about to go, but I think pretty well is the answer. Speaking of pets, are you including Beastmaster, and where did you put it? We've already done Beastmaster. I put him in first because I figured, you know, it would give me a chance to play him a lot and learn him. He seems pretty strong. So I probably put him pretty far into the back if I had to choose, but currently we're still on that very first run where I included Beastmaster in the rotation for the first time. All right, elite time. What do we got? Jellyfish Man. Okay, that one is like probably the one elite that's a lot better for you if you run turrets, because this guy just becomes a turret himself and moves to the center of the room after losing half of his HP. So he kind of just moves on top of all your NG turrets and gets blasted. But I have a few turrets, and we're doing good enough. Please die a bit faster. The enemies are getting a bit much. Thank you. But yeah, Beastmaster is part of the streak. After I've played him a bit more, I'm probably going to put him somewhere in like the top third of the characters. But on this particular streak, we've started with him, so I could practice the character a bit. But it turns out he's insane, and I don't need to practice with him. This doesn't actually reduce my my engineering. So this is actually just like a free 5% lifesteal and 20% dodge. It's -1 melee, ranged, and elemental because all modifiers are halved for engineer that aren't engineering. So that's just a bunch of free stuff. Bristol is -2 engineering. Pocket Factor is okay. Ooh. Here is great. Just finish the challenge here. Yes, gonna finish it here today. We're gonna do 56 runs or however many it is that are missing. 57. Well, 56 after this one. Which, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about this NG run. Although Cursed Walrus can still end me at any point in time. Okay, we have those 2 geckos, one of which is cursed, so we're also pulling in automatically a lot of my material drops, which is really great for engineer as well because those landmines are going to kill enemies at the other end of the map and I won't even know it. So the fact that a lot of them will end up getting pulled towards me. Okay, so this is interesting because for the turrets, that's good. Of course, for the landmines, that doesn't work. That doesn't matter. I think I'll still take it. Don't need another fish hook at the end of the game. Would have liked to get another screwdriver, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try and curse that flaming turret. Wave 19 is very swarmy once again, so just what a crap load of mines wants to see. So this is going to be another good wave for me. How big is my curse, dude? It feels like there's more cursed enemies than uncursed ones. But I mean, I also have a lot of cursed stuff, so... The Fable 24-hour stream. I've done a 12-hour stream once, and I quickly decided that I was never going to do that again. Sorry. Hey, it got cursed. Explosion damage. Alright, good one. Gonna give me the capped on dodge. All right. Even when going infinite, I never got cursed enemies to 50%. I have a curse of 69. 29% of enemies get cursed, and 8.7% of the items I find are cursed. One day, I'll take that candy basket, and I'm gonna get the 10% extra elite on the boss wave. And then I'll probably never take the candy basket again. But up until then, we're basketing. The Kraken isn't particularly easy to get with these mines. That's why I'm going for him first. It's also just a better one to go for first, in my opinion. Because he starts chasing you after losing the first third of his HP. like very slowly. So it's really easy to hit him. Am I killing this guy? I don't think I am. It's very rare to actually not have a kill on the final boss, but still be in zero danger of dying. But yeah, looks like... Wait, did I get him? I did get him. I have 2 red chests. Buzzer beater. Nice. Okay. We beat Engineer. Next up is Curious. A character that I used to really hate, but I've gotten pretty good at him. I can just find him on the list. This is like a fan-hated one, though. Okay, 2 additional loot aliens appear every wave. All future loot aliens become stronger when you kill a loot alien. 2% EXP gain for every different item you have. Minus 10% damage for every duplicate item or weapon you have. And you have 25% enemy health. And the way I usually tackle this guy is with a full range build. A full gun build, to be exact. I think I usually start double barrel shotgun. It's been a while since I played Curious. I should have probably practiced that instead of Engineer, but because Engineer, at least I still knew what my game plan was. But yeah, the name of the game really is, and I had to learn that the hard way, never pick a duplicate item with this guy. And then he actually becomes pretty easy, because he gains XP like crazy. And then he just steamrolls the game with his superior stance. Okay, I see gun, I take gun. I see gun, I take gun. Now that was a duplicate gun, but I can actually just combine that immediately and it's gonna count as a single gun, so. I don't like revolvers, but it is a gun, so I'm gonna take it. Yes, you can ban items now. It was a recent update. You could definitely also play this guy as a melee character, and frankly, it would make it a lot more easy to kill the loot aliens. Like, ranged builds are gonna have a bit of trouble unless they go really insane. But yeah, name of the game early on is really just if you see the little face with the plus sign. You see the little face with the plus sign on the item, you're probably just gonna take it for the 2% XP bonus. Okay, come on, where's my harvest? There. And luck, sure. Another shredder. Okay, I really don't care about the medical gun. That one's pretty bad. We definitely want sharp bullets. I can ban goat skull. That one's just terrible. I want an SMG for sure as one of my weapons. Actually, most of my guns are gonna pierce. Do I want that sharp bullet? Hold up. I don't think I usually take sharp bullet on this guy. Let me go in the tank while I'm clearing this wave. It would really only enhance the SMG once I find it, if I find it. Garrett Sausage has a plus sign next to it, so we take it. Coupon has a plus sign next to it, so we take it. Attack speed. Harvesting. I think I'm not taking it. Okay, we can upgrade the double barrel shotgun here. We can upgrade the laser gun, so that still only counts as one item. Laser gun is kind of hype, so I kind of want to buy another one. But also not at all. Come on, I need 2 more guns, game. Any guns. I should have taken the medical gun, I guess, but that one's actually kind of bad. Oh, the burn. There's the big bad boy. Okay. Take that, because cursed guns are very good. Weird food, 2% more or plus 2 HP from consumables is very good because this guy finds a lot of chests. That's also green with a plus sign. That's more harvesting. I want to buy that shredder, but I just know I'm going to regret it. I think I'll be fine. Surely I'll find another one fast. Revolver, taser. You can ban that because it's a repeat. This one does nothing. I'm gonna ban that. This one is a repeat. This one is -1 range damage, but I think it's still worth it for the upside. Okay. Need to find another shredder fast to get rid of that duplicate one. -10% damage is a very big deal, especially as the loot aliens. Especially as I need to be killing these loot aliens consistently, and they get stronger every time. I can't really afford to lose 10% damage. Yeah, see how long it takes to kill this guy? Not a good time. That's the other one. And I'm already kind of handicapping myself by running ranged in terms of loot alien killage. I think the range build just scales too well into the late game to not take it. Okay, that's got a plus sign. That's also got a plus sign. That's also got a plus sign. That's really how you play this character. It's really that simple, you know. Does the positive part of your passive proc? Yes, you take the item. Does the negative part of your passive proc? Yes, you don't take the item. Okay, I really need to find another gun. I'm gonna take the grenade launcher. That's not marked as a gun, but it's still a ranged weapon. And I can replace it later. Like, right now, the important part is to deck myself out. Just like Renegade, yup. Okay. There also comes a sweet spot from my experience, and this guy's development. It's not really a sweet spot, it's more like a sour spot, where he just can't kill the loot aliens anymore for a while. And then you just get ridiculously stronger, because by that time you have a lot of extra XP gain. And then at some point you just start shredding the entire game again. We might slowly be moving towards that part. Didn't kill him. That sucks. Ugly Tooth, that has a plus sign. That has a minus sign, so we ban that. And more luck, sure. Oh, and a rocket launcher, okay. So we take that. We're gonna get rid of the shredder, whatever. Ooh, nice. Of course, the next shredder shows up as soon as I get rid of this one. Man, I don't think I want defective steroids. Like, it's -3 attack speed. I don't care for the melee damage. Do I? I'll take it. Got a plus sign next to it. Go with the philosophy. I'm currently gaining 40% additional XP. That's a pretty big deal. This guy also likes you to pick up a lot more items that gave you additional XP. Unfortunately, I found none of those yet. Alright, we're getting into the aforementioned mid-game, where it gets a bit harder to kill these dudes. but we've also already gained a lot of extra items at this point. Okay, got him. No. 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 Just no. Just no. Radzilla is okay. We're not gonna get that much max. We're gonna get a decent amount of max HP, and even if we don't, it's a very cheap. It's a very cheap proc of our passive. And you can see how we're already shredding these waves, right? Like the only thing we're really struggling with at this point is killing the loot aliens, because they've got such enhanced HP at this point already. It's also very lovely when they spawn in like the second half of the wave, you know? There's already more enemies and it's hard to kill them. Although I guess the more enemies thing doesn't really apply here. It does suck though, like the very latest loot alien can spawn is 5 seconds before the wave ends. There is no way I'm killing a loot alien that spawns 5 seconds before the wave ends here. I feel like the limit should be a bit higher. Or earlier, I guess is the correct word. There's a plus sign on that. There's a plus sign on that. Ooh. Oh. Take the attack speed. We have 2 horde waves and I have 3 exploding weapons, and I'm kind of thankful for that right now. I'm not gonna go for the black belts. That's just too little use for me. Penguin! Finally an excuse to pick you up. Okay, this wave should be easy peasy. I'm still not interested in having spiders spawn here. I could probably handle them, but it's curious, and it's a bit of a shaky character in general, so I don't want to risk it. And I have so much additional XP gain at this point that it's really not that important to squeeze like 3 materials out of the wave. Well, I might let that spider spawn for the benefit of killing the looter. Never mind, I'm actually so strong that I can handle it all. Always want to align yourself with these looters in a way, so wait, the 4? So in addition to the 2 guaranteed ones, we also got 2 natural looter spawns. Yeah, you always want to align yourself in a way so we also hit a bunch of other enemies. I don't think I'm making this. No, I did! Sick! Plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Like, when I started out learning this character, like a lot of the times with these decisions, I would tell myself, it's gonna be worth it, the minus 10% damage, right? But then you do that, you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, suddenly you have minus 30% damage and you're hitting like a wet noodle. Like, you really just gotta follow the passive and you win. That's really what it is. I was actually considering moving Curious back in the character order for that exact reason. But he still does sometimes get those runs where he can't really get himself going. Now this is not such a run. And luckily enough, as mentioned before, we're actually fighting 2 hordes here, and we have 3 exploding weapons. So that should honestly be a cakewalk as well. That has a minus. That has a plus. That also has a... That's minus 10 speed, though. Ah, that's good. I can just stand most of the time. I probably want 3 armor over 5 range damage, although I would like to get both. Lumberjack shirt. Unfortunately, that grenade launcher is 1 tier too low. Cursed revolver. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting because Garden Gnome may have a green plus sign next to it, but it does absolutely nothing for me and it's really expensive. So I probably don't want that. Wisdom is nuts. We're definitely taking Wisdom. I don't think I want Toolbox because minus 8% attack speed is pretty massive, and I don't think any of these scale off of Engineering. Nope. And we're definitely taking Wings. Okay, so... we're just saving those for the next shop. Gnome does something when you get nuke launcher. That is true. Is it really worth it though to take such a hit to my economy? Just on the off chance I find a nuke launcher? They're not exactly common, right? Okay, seriously though, where's the... Okay, there he is. There's one of them. Look at how long they take to die. Look at how fast everything else dies and how long it takes for these guys to die. It really does put into perspective, like, just how much HP they have at this point. Still alive. Hold up, no looter goes alive on my watch. Okay. We also haven't found a bag and we haven't found a treasure map. That's kind of sad because this character obviously appreciates those a lot. Horde wave next? Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. No. No. Range damage, nice. Lifesteal, nice. Shotgun, nice. Wisdom and wings, nice. Rocket launcher. Leather vest, alien magic. Good job. Alright, just gotta, like, not die here. Which I think I can. Especially with wisdom. Like, the nice thing about a horde wave is that it usually starts out very slow, as opposed to a mid-boss that just spawns in immediately and then the difficulty curve is there. So wisdom is just perfect for these horde waves because they're the least threatening while you're at your weakest. I'm not gonna bother with the loot aliens here. If they die, they die. But I thought this was gonna get a bit more dicey, but that's nice. Green plus, green plus. Welcome to my very deep strategic analysis of Curious. Green plus, green plus, green plus. Weapon upgrade. Green plus. Green plus. It's... If I used like the broad masses of Potati players, like this seems to be like a really hated character in the community, and I totally understand it. I hated him too when I started learning him. But like the worst thing I can say about him nowadays is that the decision making is just very one-dimensional, right? Like that's just about the worst thing about the guy, is the fact that you always know exactly what to do. There's like no decision making. Whistle is really good because now at least I'll know when the dudes spawn. You can also see that we're starting to kill the looters faster again now because we're scaling so hard at this point that we're just gonna start scaling faster than them. That's a dirty enemy. But it didn't matter. Baby with a beard? Sure. Got a green plus next to it. Ooh. Sure. Renegade is the same character, but fun. I struggle sometimes a bit with Renegade, I gotta say. But I see where you're coming from. Bandana? Sure. I didn't care too much about the sharp bullet earlier, but that's when I had a lot less explosive weapons. Plus, bandana is just a much better piercing item. Okay, I'm not gonna take jerky. As much as I want to take stuff with a green plus sign next to it. I just took bait. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Don't you? No. Can't upgrade. Save the goblet though. Honestly, I probably could have handled them even with double HP, but the looters would also have double HP. And I'm not sure. I probably would be able to handle that too, judging from how fast I killed that dude. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Celerity was the play. This seemed very risky. Especially for a run that's basically already won. Like, I can't beat the bosses with what I have yet. But I'm still pretty much guaranteed to get so much still. Oh my god, chill! I love the whistle buff. It's so good. It is so good. They should have done that much sooner. Minus. Plus. 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 Minus. Okay. Easy. 1% damage. I have minus 8% damage. Why do I have minus 8% damage? Did I take any duplicates without noticing? No, I didn't. How do I have minus 8% damage? Where's my plus percent damage? How much XP gain do you have? Hold up, I'm gonna tell you in a moment. Ooh. Just in time for the hordes, too. XP gain, 198%. Oh, the bandana is minus 10% damage. That's how, yeah. Alright, horde time. Horde time. I think on Discord I actually might be able to focus on the looters. Kind of. Oh, killed one. I have a lot of damage. Oh, come on, 5 seconds? He spawned right next to me just to rub it in that I can't kill him too. Alright, wisdom is also negative damage. Okay, 50% piercing damage. That's about another -2, but that's definitely worth it. +2. +9 crit. Yes, 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 no. No. Yes. Sure. Okay. Sure. No. Yes. Or yeah. Well, that doesn't really matter, but there was a green plus sign to it. You know the drill. Oh my god! Finally a bag. This late into the run. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. I got the rat that's just going for him. Of course, I wouldn't find the pet that I would actually benefit from, right? We found the rat, we found the dude that picks up the money, we found the salamander, the fire salamander. But we haven't found the cat, which is the ranged one. Peaceful bee, sure. Nope. Another piercing damage boost, but it is a duplicate, so I don't want it. Retromation's hoodie coming just in time for the boss fight. Particle accelerator doesn't help me here. I don't think I want... sure. Root basket is nice. That is an expensive plus 2% XP gain. I like it. It's not expensive, chat, it's premium. I think it's a bit late for that. Baby squid would have been insane at the start of the run. Anyway, what do we got? This guy. Gotta be careful not to get shotgunned. Okay, we got it. Easy. Lots of whistling. I love it. Tardigrade. Head injury. Fresh meat. Repose. I did not realize. Nope. I did not realize how many items there were still that I didn't have yet. 8% damage. These are all red. Usually a good sign on this character. So I don't think I want to do 8% or 100% enemy health here on this wave. Just for one round of 55% more energy gain. I don't think Ice Cube does anything right now, but it might. I don't know. It's just gonna be better, right? Could swap to an SMG off of the shotgun, I guess, but I don't think it matters. At this point, I'm just gonna use what I'm used to. Oh, I do have a sausage, right? Ice Cube will do something. True. Oh boy. No. Yeah, I mean, for the last wave, that's actually great because we don't care about the loss in economy and it makes the wave easier. Jetpack. Sure. Last minute weapon upgrades. Alright, this should be easy. Wrong enemy. Alright, sweet. Furious down. Who's next? Jack? Okay, hold up. What was my weapon of choice on Jack? Because I remember Jack was hilariously easy. Laser guns, right? Laser guns were like the OP ones. Jack is one of those characters that are very incorrectly evaluated. But he's actually nuts. Hammer. Jackhammer. Ha, I get it. Yeah, this character is very strong. I just got Mugenics teaser in YouTube recommendations. It's 12 years ago. What? What? Come on. There we go. The scale's off of range, right? Despite it looking kind of like it's elemental. I don't know, is that just me? Sorry guys, I'm a bit slow. I'm not entirely sure what you're telling me. Eugenics teaser was done 12 years ago, August 31st, 2013. What? No, seriously? It was called Mugenics. I feel like that could have potentially really ran into some copyright issues with Nintendo. Early loot worm, especially with Jack, is pretty nice. Jack has some trouble in the early game buying shit because laser guns are so expensive. The worm body should be really, really good with Jack because so few materials spawn actually that he has plenty of time to pick them all up. Or most of them at least. Ooh. Come on, I can do this. Nice. Top comment is from 5 years ago saying this will come in a bundle with Half-Life 3. Okay, finally decked out on weapons. We're getting 3 elites, but that's actually always the case on Jack. Like, that's actually locked in. So that's not really out of the ordinary. Definitely want to go for these cursed looters, because if you can find 1 or 2 cursed laser guns with Jack, the run is just over. Laser guns are very good. Eugenics teaser was even pre-rebirth. Yeah, that's actually crazy. But was that actually like public 12 years ago? Like, did he actually announce the game 12 years ago? Really doesn't feel like it. But maybe I just didn't care enough about it back then. There are comments from 2013? Jesus. There's no way that's like actually 12 years of development time though, right? Like the project must have been on hold and close to being cancelled for a while then. No? Like, I don't know how this shit works, but I have a hard time believing that there's people that worked on this for 12 years. And I'm not necessarily talking about its quality, it's just like 12 years to get the game out. I always want the ice cube, just in case I find the combo. It looks like main theme was already there. It's 1:30 video, you can give it a quick watch. I'll check it out between runs. Just remind me. I'm in a good rhythm right now. I don't want to ruin that. Your speed value is capped at 0. Probably a bit early for shackles. Although I did just get -5, so... Isn't that unbelievable if it's a small team and they've been working on Isaac at the same time? It's not the same developers though, is it? Or is it just not the same publisher? Oh no. Woo. Could use some more attack speed. Laser guns in general love attack speed, so it's minus attack speed. That does way more damage though, so probably worth it. I'll take alien eyes. I said I wanted more attack speed, not less. Ooh. Okay, I wanted to let an egg hatch, but I don't think I can. Okay, turns out I can. But destroy hard enough. It says only 2 people developed it, Macmillan, Tyler, Glale, so actually I can believe that it was done sporadically during 12 years. Yeah, okay, that's fair. This character doesn't really need piercing that much, and the accuracy loss is actually kind of a big deal, so I'm gonna sell that. That's good. Plus I'm at 0 crit, so that would have just made that even worse. Ooh. Oh, that's nuts. That is insane on Jack. That is absolutely crazy on this character. I don't want to lower my attack speed. Especially since it says Tyler took over for Deathless. Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Edmund did say back when a thing happened that he would distance himself from Deathless. The all-knowing Wikipedia says that Mutagenics was on hiatus 2012 to 2018 from where the development restarted. Okay, that sounds more like it. I don't know, the other bit just seemed a bit much to me. Feeling so confident in this run that I'm gonna summon 2 looters to this wave. I mean, to be fair, Jack is a character that is specifically designed to murder elites, so that's really not as big of a flex as I try to make it out to be there. When am I gonna find the ricochet bullets on a range run? I wouldn't be surprised if I found it on Jack, because due to his lower enemy numbers, it's really not that useful on him. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but... Lantern. Lantern is good. Like, that's a really good one for a range build, so no complaints here. I do have ice cubes, so... Yeah, this run is going really well. I just need to pick up some armor. Jack's enemies all deal additional damage. And I'm currently at 2 armor, soon to go to 1. And I only have 46 HP. So armor should be my top priority at this point. He said when he just took an item that lowered his armor and also locked in another. Just don't get hit. Ooh. Oh, huge. That's gonna be a lot of HP over the course of the run. 3 armor. We'd love to see it. Another crystal. Yeah, I don't think I can die anymore. I mean, like, that Jack is very strong, and I totally misevaluated him when I did the tier list, because I needed chat's help to figure out that laser guns is the way to go. But with laser guns, this character is just a breeze. Like, he's ridiculous. Armor. Another lure on the wave with the mid boss. Bit late for a vigilante ring, I think. What? You think you can handle Jack? Idiot. Whoa, wall of text. One of my weapons, I'm assuming it's one of the red ones, crits for 1050 damage at wave 14. Dude, that loot alien died faster than I could see where he spawned. By the time I saw him, 6 bullets were already on his way, killing him. So basically, timeline is like this as far as I know. Oh! Binding of Isaac release in 2011. They started to work on Eugenics, not thinking that Isaac would be such a big hit. It got feature crept and then abandoned in favor of Legend of Bumbo. 2018 got rights from Eugenics, no dash, and they decided to rewrite core gameplay loop from Pokemon like turn-based to something else. Oh, that's why it's Mewgenics, I see. Okay, so here's the deal. If I pick Hourglass, I have to redo the Elite, and I start with 1 HP. That's a bit steep. I'm gonna skip the Hourglass as much as I love that item. Ashes. I love Ashes, but it's gonna take away exactly the stat that I'm scared of losing. I'll take it. Gotta take a lot of armor going forward. And I was gonna take armor anyway going forward, so... He's really pushing it with the names being Nintendo references, isn't he? Like, that's just kind of his thing. Oh. Wonder if that's part of why his games are so successful. Kraken's Eye. Sure. Yup. Yeah. I'll just cap, so we don't need that. I take Alloy when I benefit from 3 of its stats, and we have Frozen Heart, so Elemental does something for us. And I don't actually lose anything from the dodge because I'm 7 above the cap. So that's just good. They're successful because he's a little weird. He's a weird little gremlin with surprising knack for addicting gameplay loops. It's true. It's true. I didn't mean to discredit Edmund with that statement. I just find it funny because it took a few years for it to dawn on me that like his 2 most successful games are literally like both gameplay wise and like in the name structure direct references to the most successful Nintendo games of all time, right? Like you have Super Meat Boy, which is jump and run. You have Super Meat Boy, Super Mario Bros, right? It's even SMB for short. And like the little jingle when you finish a warp zone is actually the Mario Bros winning jingle reversed. And then you also have The Legend of Zelda and you have The Binding of Isaac, which is still the same name structure. And if you look at the UI, especially of Flash Isaac, like it's literally a carbon copy of the Zelda 1 UI. the in-dungeon UI. It's actually really clever. So I find it interesting because Mewgenics now is clearly, or has always been clearly wordplay on the name Eugenics, right? And then Mew because cats. But with what Wesker said, with the old, like if the old spelling was Mew-Genics, and it was supposed to be very similar to Pokemon, you know, that's another one of those name thingy references. I don't know what the correct term is for it, but you know what I mean, right? Like they're literally, like if it's supposed to be like Pokemon and they literally put Mew in the name. So yeah. Gets do a Mew and not like and owns all Mew words. Yeah, that's true. A lot of Pokemon names are such bangers and so stupid at the very same time. Like, Mew is literally a hairless cat called Mew. Like, which is the sound a cat makes. I'm surprised they haven't called it Nya. Baby with a beard is actually not that great on Jack. Because, like, Baby with a beard wants a lot of enemies out there to really be effective. Oh, that's a shop. Was supposed to be very close to Pokemon, turned out to be like Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem at home. I don't know, I don't hate Mewgenics, right? I have a lot of fun playing it when I play it, but like even now, the last few evenings, I just didn't have the desire to actually boot it up and play a run. Again, I had fun playing it, but I still think it's a horribly average game that is mostly pulled by the fact that it's Edmund's new game. And I do feel like the Steam reviews reflect that, because like first day they were all overwhelmingly positive and they're already like averaging out at this point. Maybe I'm just a doomsayer, I don't know. This is just my personal take. I might be wrong. Cursed red stick. All right then. Oh my god. Bye, Shark Man. Mew was not named after his own Kazmake. To be fair, a lot of Pokemon are named after like Japanese mythology in some way. Or nowadays, like mythology from whatever country the current game is based on, because they started to apply like visuals and the feel of different parts of the world to the Pokemon world, right? Like a lot of the legendaries, especially modern day legendaries, have really interesting background stories, like from where they originate from. It's actually worth a read if you care about that stuff. According to Julien, is that French Julien? I don't know. Oh, the French localizer, yeah. I just need a French localizer for Pokemon Red and Blue. He asked Mew's name was based on the English onomatopoeia for cat's meow and was explicitly told it was not. Mew may be a combination of mutant and mutation and new. Oh, I mean, that makes sense too. I mean, the whole plot around it was that it was like a newly discovered Pokemon, right? And despite it being newly discovered, they somehow managed to clone it. And it was also like the first Pokemon that has ever been cloned. I don't know if that really makes sense. You don't really wonder about these things though when you're a kid. It's really not that great with this character. This is kind of cute. My cynical brain tells me it's just a copyright ploy. Can't copyright a cat sound, but you can copyright mutation Mew. Did they? We're talking like the infancy of Pokemon here, though, right? Like, did they really think about that when they developed Pokemon in 1991? Like, they didn't even know what it was going to be. Like, nobody had an idea that it was going to be the highest grossing franchise of all time. Or at this point, like third highest grossing or something like that. Like, Nobody knew at the time that it was going to be basically the most successful thing of the decade. Or the coming few decades. So I really don't think they... Like, I get you, and I would probably arrive at a conclusion like that as well if it came out in like 2010 or so and Pokemon was already an established brand. But in this case, I want to say that probably doesn't apply. You won't be convinced. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just trying to weigh in with my opinion. You are free to believe whatever you want. I have 6 armor and I'm somehow not worried about dying to the final boss. That's how good a run this is. A 3rd crystal? And that's why I was not worried. I really doubt the story is that deep. I mean, come on, yes. I do believe the non-cat sound story. Mew in Japanese is also more or less Mew into the sound cats make. And not the sound cats make. Yeah, in don't the Japanese use like nya for cat sounds? Okay, well, we beat Jack, by the way, while having that conversation. Who's next? Hunter? Oh boy. Okay, that's a scary one. I'm gonna take a quick ad break before getting started on Hunter. And I'm also gonna take a quick pee break. But yeah, I'm gonna be back in like 5-ish minutes. And then we're gonna check out that video from Wesker. I'm gonna load that up, actually. Okay, I'm seeing the thumbnail, though. And if that is... The visuals really haven't changed a whole lot, have they? No, don't autoplay. I just said I'm gonna look at you after the ad break. Oh, so yeah, quick ad and bathroom break. You guys go stretch yourselves too. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna look at that 130 Mugenics teaser, and then we're gonna do a Hunter run and hopefully not die, which could happen. BRB. Okay, here we go again. Where were we? Oh yeah, video. Can I use this scene? This is really zoomed in. Actually, no, this is cropped almost perfectly. There's like a bit missing to the left and the right, but I don't care about that. I'm gonna leave the Brotato sound on at this point. Whatever, I just want to see this real quick.
It took me a while to figure out that the sound was coming out of his butt, you know, I don't know, and
Oh dude, the music style was already decided at that time too. And the art style.
Well, take a cat, rub it on a cat, and that cat gets all fat. Not too sure what's up with that. Jennings. And then that butt, the one with the gut, little baby cat comes out of his butt. Not too cute, you know what? Jennings. I view Jennings as a game and we all love to play. Just collect the good ones, throw the rest away, yeah. I understand how hard it sounds, judge me if you may. That's just the future, boy. Science is the way, well, take a cat and rub it on.
Kind of incredible how basically all the characters already existed at that time.
Show what's up with that.
I like how they blurred out the soon. Okay. Crazy. Actually crazy. Okay. Ladies and gents. Hunter. Hunter is a very strong character that has a tendency to die out of nowhere because he doesn't get a lot of HP. He's another crit-based character, but unlike others, he doesn't actually want to take... he doesn't actually want to take Thief Daggers. He wants to take this because his damage scales with range. And the crossbow's damage also scales with range, so we got a neat double scaling thing going on here. But yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff that can go wrong with this guy. Next problem is crossbows are actually fairly expensive. You've not seen Brotato before? Well, then you're in for a treat, in my opinion. Okay, we got a lot of bands in here. We got a lumberjack shirt and another crossbow on the next floor. I mean, this guy doesn't get harvesting, right? Like, that's part of the reason he's actually so ass. Yeah, harvesting mods are reduced by 100%. Max HP mods are reduced by 33%. Crit chance increased by 25%. 1% damage for every 10 range you have. And starts with 100 range. Yeah, he's a... He's a DPS machine that can die out of nowhere if you don't pay attention. You want to get a lot of range with this guy because eventually you're actually going to do like snipes halfway across the map, and that's really fun and also really safe. Crossbows also pierce on crit. That's another reason why crossbows are so good for this guy, because his crit modifiers are increased. 30 range. That's a good start. Okay, we do get a horde at 11, which is, if I remember correctly, that's just about the worst thing that can happen to this guy. But surely will. We basically need a lot of crit and a lot of attack speed for that horde wave. Crit for the Pierce, for the aforementioned, and attack speed for, well, the horde. It's basically his way of crowd controlling. If this character manages to get going, and it doesn't take that much for him to get going, but it takes a bit for him. If this character manages to get going, he can legitimately do a hitless run of this game. That's how much damage he puts out in a short amount of time. Yeah, this is a roguelike. Bullet heaven? Is that a term? I guess. But yeah, you get upgrades, you kill enemies, you get money, you use that money in shops between every stage to upgrade your character, and you try to make it to the end of the run alive. That's pretty much what it is. And then there's 5 different danger levels. If you played Slay the Spire, they're akin to Ascension. Basically, every level of danger increases, like, adds a difficulty modifier to the game. It's pretty much the standard difficulty progression that most modern roguelikes have. And we're playing the game on Danger 5, so the highest difficulty. And we're trying to win in succession with every character. Okay, so this is interesting because crossbow is actually one of the few piercing weapons that does not actually receive a damage penalty on pierce. So pumpkin right now is only minus 2% damage. However, if I find a sharp bullet, this pumpkin is suddenly golden, and sharp bullet is a common. So I think I want to take this. And we might take the weird... No, I don't think I'm going to take the weird ghost. I'm going to take the cake. We did get the bait on this, so we're gonna get 2 looters, so I gotta look out for those. Hopefully get some sweet, sweet crit items out of that. One way this character generates economy is through luck and bags. Unfortunately, I've found neither of those 2 so far. And the other one is hunting trophy, but that's a purple item, so that's gonna take a while until that shows up. A second pumpkin? Okay. Don't want to lower my attack speed right now. We can take armor. We can take 6 HP. Whistle. Beak. Ooh, sick. 100% more enemy health. That's also a way to generate economy, and it's pretty early, so I'm going to take that. It's generally the term people like for this genre. I've heard of bullet hells. I mean, this isn't exactly a bullet hell. I've never heard the term bullet heaven, but I like it. Okay. Hey, Scoop the Doo, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. And thanks for the kind words. Oh my god. As long as there's people to watch, I'm gonna be there to make more content. Oh, mine's 3 crit chance. You don't really want that with this guy, do you? Bullet hell, you dodge bullets. Bullet heaven, you make the bullets. Oh, I mean that makes a lot of... Yeah, and if that's the definition, yeah, then I guess that's what it is. How have I not heard that term yet? I've been sub for you quite a while. This is my first stream. Yeah, I haven't been streaming on YouTube for too long, but I'm glad you made it here. Good to have you. I'm gonna lurk in the stream while I do my early morning study session. Have fun? I don't know. Good studying, buddy. I don't know. I mean, there's people who genuinely enjoy studying. I was never one of them, but... How good is it he streams on YouTube now? Yeah! I mean... I was honestly a bit scared to do it, especially with, like, the YouTube algorithm, you know, and how some content creators actually have a separate channel for YouTube streaming and stuff like that. But I've talked to a YouTube rep, and she assured me that I can just stream on my channel. And at some point I was just like, you know, screw it, I'm gonna try it. So far, I gotta say, been doing good stuff for my channel. I'm glad I've been doing it. Oh boy. Studying uni physics too, so it's not that fun, not gonna lie. Oh boy, that sounds uncomfortable. I think it was first coined with Vampire Survivors. Well, you learn something new every day. I have 20 HP, but I don't think I've taken damage this run. Like I said, like if this character goes off, he's kind of nuts. It's just a question of how fast can you kill elites and horde waves. And right now I'm not feeling super confident in this horde. I'm definitely still gonna need some attack speed and crit. Or something that deals more AoE. Ricochet. Ricochet would be high-key game winning here, but obviously that's a rare and I don't have that much luck, so it's very unlikely to show up. Not impossible though. Boiling water, yeah, that's not gonna help me. 3 range damage, 12% damage. Sure. Bait. I can definitely handle bait dudes. They're gonna die before they even reach me. Reducing enemy speed with this character seems pretty nuts. Goblet is pretty good too. Or crossbows. Crossbow upgrades are actually really good for crowd control too, because they increase the amount of pierces that the crossbow gets. Like a regular crossbow can pierce up to 1 time on crit, a blue one twice, a purple one 3 times, and a red one 4 times. So upgrading your crossbow certainly is a way to increase your AoE. And frankly, I forgot about that until I saw it just now. But don't tell anyone. Come on, I need to get to that money. Okay. Woo! Because people didn't want to call similar games a Survivor-like. You know what? I don't blame people. Do I buy that for the 3 crit? I mean, I'm definitely not buying it for the melee. The 3 crit is kind of big. How much crit does this one have? 82.5%? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, I'm not... I can buy a bait. Hold up. I can buy a bait on a horde. I wouldn't buy a bait on an elite, but I can buy a bait on a horde. That's doable. That's usable. Oh god, the curse. Oh! Okay, we're good. If I survive this wave, I'm pretty sure I win the run. If I survive this wave. No! Fuck! Ah! No! Freaking hunter, man. Ah! Ah, this guy. Dang it! This was a really good run. Just gonna hop into a new one. Whatever. Let's not dwell about it too much. Hunter definitely moving closer to the bottom. I probably should. I mean, I should also move Jack up. All right. I mean, it's Beastmaster, so we talked about this just yesterday. Just buy a rat every store, and you're probably gonna be fine. Probably. I was really hoping this would be the streak. I'm always hoping this would be the streak. Hunter throwing a wrench in the plans, unfortunately. Yeah, wave 12 horde is terrible for Hunter. That's true. Like that was some pretty bad luck in addition to, well, I guess not getting a great set of my set of items wasn't even that bad. Like I smashed wave 11. Wave horde is just the worst thing that can happen to Hunter. Like that was really unlucky. Oops, what did I pick second? I think I picked 10 luck. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, this is gonna be a great run. I've ordered characters mostly by difficulty / annoyance order. I put Beastmaster in first place because he's new and I still need to practice him a bit. But I can already tell you that if this challenge goes on for much longer, he's gonna move like into the top third of characters because he's really strong. This is also a very old order that I made when I started out with this challenge, and a lot of characters do need to have their placement adjusted, especially Jack, who's like really early, and I basically haven't lost a run on him since I switched to laser guns. But yeah, like I try to do the I tried to do the stinkers first, but there's some adjustments that I need to make. And Beastmaster is just in front right now because I wanted to have an excuse to practice the guy. So every time I die, I basically get to do a beast run. Having troubles with the Fisher. Fisher is an interesting one. Just buy baits and figure out what weapon can kill all the dudes, no problem. And I can tell you if you want to, but you didn't specifically ask for help, so I don't want to accidentally ruin your gaming experience. God, please tell me. Take shield and go a full shield build. Because the armor is going to carry you hard. You're going to have an excuse to take more armor. You know, because you're playing shields, which scale off of armor. And buy a bait every wave. At start, only buy shields, buy a bait every wave. And then when you notice you can kill the bait enemies very reliably, start buying 2 baits. And at some point, start buying 3 baits. I don't think I ever go above 3. Personally. But you can buy more if you feel comfortable doing it. But you really want to take advantage of the bait mechanic. Bait is a nutty item, especially when you start stacking it. So really the key to Fisherman is just to pick an item that can deal with all those spawns of the bait enemies. Which I should really learn the names of at some point. Five seconds before the stage ends. Come on. Why? Just keep buying Radzillas. That's at least the conclusion I arrived at for Beastmaster. One thing I appreciate about Brotato is how the winning strategy for a lot of characters is to just lean into their theme really, really hard. It means at least the themes are good ones, right? There's a few exceptions. Oh wow, we actually made it to that tree in time. Another Radzilla! Sure. Melee. Harvesting. Enemies. Just buy Radzillas. Expert strategy. It does pain me that I can't actually break trees myself on this character. And I do sometimes wonder if it's actually a good idea to buy trees from the shops for more tree spawns, because it feels like anything my green dude at this point is chasing trees. But on the other hand, is that a bad thing? Probably not. Catling gun. Sweet. Good stuff. Sad. Ooh. God, what did these shops, man? Yeah, I really need to put this guy further in the back. Beastmaster is just... he's good. He's definitely A tier. It took me a few attempts to understand the guy. Like, when I started out, I got absolutely wrecked, but he's good. Okay, you really need to move to the center of the map, Mr. Catling Gun. Like, you can't have that here. Now, one thing I have noticed about Beastmaster, though, is that he pretty much never kills the first elite and really struggles with the first horde. So really, the name of the game is get past wave 11/12, and then you win the run. But we gotta get there. And we have a wave 11 elite, which I actually prefer a lot to the horde with this guy, so that's okay. Rats plus HP win, yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, you can take any stat, but I guess HP is the most profitable to increase. They're already doing so much, holy shit. Another winning strategy for Beastmaster is to not run headfirst into a bunch of enemies. Ah! Sometimes easier said than done. Pumpkin, useless. Jerky, god, I hate this item. There's like one character where jerky is actually useful in my opinion. Ice Cube is nuts on this guy because all his pets scale off of elemental. Rat, bot. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I don't like Doc Moss that much. I'm gonna roll. Scapegoat. Alright, what do we got? Jellyfish Man. We might actually be able to beat Jellyfish. That's not a jellyfish. What is that? I don't know what it is. But it goes stationary in the second half of the fight. That's why we might actually kill it. No, we're not dealing. Are we dealing enough damage? I really can't tell. It goes into phase 2 before 30 seconds than we are. He is... Okay, he went in phase 2 at 35. We might actually do this. Ow. Oh, we might actually die. Ah! You! Ah! Yeah, I don't know. Like... That's part of the reason why I put him in the front. Like, I still haven't fully figured this guy out. I did run around like a headless chicken there for a bit, so that was definitely part of the problem. But I do feel like the wave 11 or 12 elite and horde are genuinely terrifying for this guy. Come on, we're econ. I don't want to lock these. I want to see 4 new items on the next one. You really want to see Radzillas at the start. Man, Lord knows how long it's going to take to get out of all the garbage tier characters at the start now again. And I'm not talking about this one necessarily. This one is just learning curve character still. Rat. No rat. Rat scapegoat on that last wave that, like against the jellyfish, that would have gone very differently. Also, and I did notice that in testing, sometimes this guy just doesn't find pets. And then your run is gonna look like this. Oops. Sure. God. Already having trouble clearing this wave due to a distinct lack of rats. Okay, hold up. The rats are rolling in, chat. There may be hope. There may be hope, but it's actually just like really hard to recover from a first few floors that didn't have pets. Like you can tell it's really hard to come back from this because we're making less money and that's gonna make it less likely for us to actually find rats down the road, and then we're gonna lose out on more money. Kind of desperate, am I? To make some good stats. Catling gun is good. I got greeted a bit because we're so far behind, so I don't really have that much trouble picking up that friendly ghost. Even if I might die for it. I did pick up the tardigrade, so it's not like I'm one shot. I'm two shot. All right. Another rat. Okay, Catzilla and Bonk Dog don't scale off of HP, but I do see how with all the rats, HP is your most important stat to scale. Just gotta get more of them rats. And more of them HPs. No. That is insane. No. Really not a fan of the dog moth, but I'll take it. We're at an acceptable amount of rats at this point, I gotta say. And look what they're doing to these enemies. Okay, damage or harvesting? I'll go for damage. I think I went for harvesting, but I said damage. I meant to go for harvesting. -3 max HP, not great. Where the dog goes. Second Catling gun. Pretty big. Excuse me. What time is it? I still have time. It's only 4. We're ordering food tonight. What should we order, chat? Any ideas? Kebab, Chinese, Nepalese. Not entirely sure what that last one is supposed to tell me. Oh god, it's a wave 11 elite again. Tacos? That's an idea. Combine all of chat suggestions? Okay, that's definitely the worst one so far. What? How did I get instantly hit there? What the? Ow. Jesus! Like Indian, but you sound more cultured. Oh. I have a new appreciation of your hate for arms, dealer. He just sucks. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, Lighthouse is nuts on this character because you almost pick up no structures and it just goes straight into the damage of all your pets. I have 3 meat cubes now. Clearly I'm now invincible. That guy sucked so bad. I'm used to him by now, and he can be pretty strong when you know what to do. But I still don't enjoy that constant weapon switching mechanic, so I still hate him. I pushed him much further to the back though, because I acknowledge he's a genuinely strong character if you just go melee. But I still don't like him. And there's always the chance of just getting screwed over because you don't find good weapons in one wave. Okay, genuinely feel like when this character here makes it past the wave 11, 12 elite slash horde, then he wins the run. So let's see if I'm correct. Second dog moth. There's just some point between the first and second elite wave where you reach a critical mass of rats to the point where the game just can't keep up with them anymore. And it's also at this point in time where you start focusing a lot about your DPS, and it's all amplified by the number of rats and other pets you have, right? So I don't know, your damage just skyrockets now if you take a damage up. Okay, wave 15 is gonna be an elite. Sorry, a horde. Hopefully we can handle that. Still think hordes do suck quite a bit more for this character. but we'll see how it goes. Dark Moth number 3. I don't think I want a wandering bot because I have a lighthouse now. We can do bait. It's a horde wave. Although we could also do fishhook, and that's probably quite a bit better. Okay, kind of just want to stay here between my 3 bodyguards, but I don't think the build is quite that good to where I can do that, but I'll see how long it works. I think it's doing pretty well. Okay, we're done. We're done standing next to the kitties. Another rat. Okay, I think we're good now. Like for the rest of the run. If there was a speed up feature, I would use it. I'll use the hydration feature instead. All right. Seashell? Why on this character? Is that good with this guy? I don't think so. Too late. Too late for piggy bank too. Ooh. Never too late for silver bullets. It's like I'm just standing right next to 3 turrets and I got a bunch of moving ones that take care of all the rest of the enemies. But hey, it works. I only moved on this way for the first 2 seconds or so to get myself in position between the cats. Just so we're clear. Yeah, this character is pretty good. 4 armor? Come to Papa. Oh my god. Dude. Get him, boys! Heck yeah. Is there an item that supports still standing? Yes, there's Coral, which gives you a bunch of regen when standing still. There's Statue, which gives you a bunch of attack speed. There's one for dodge, there's one for armor. Although they're usually not good, even on this character, I would say. Couch doesn't support standing still. Couch may be minus 20 speed, but it doesn't actually say when standing still. It just gives you a buff that scales with negative speed. Nope, couch is just minus 20 speed, and then it gives you 2 regen for every negative speed you have. Elemental. Minus 5 engineering though. Ooh, nice. It's definitely going to be the first time I've had 4 Dark Moths. Probably AFK this wave. Can't AFK against the bosses. They're gonna take a bit too long to die. Gotta move at some point to pick up all the stray money. Sure. Ice Cube. Amazing. Mirror Cursed. Okay. That's good. Another 9 max HP. Double Cursed Hedgehog for 8 melee and 4 ranged. Sure. Hey, there's Statue. 40% attack speed while standing still. Of course I don't want that, but... Giant Belt. That's a fantastic item on a different character. Alright, we're gonna have no trouble winning this. Like... That one's gonna be easy as pie. Alright, nice one. Alright, I have 52 seconds left in my pre-roll ad-free experience, so I'm gonna take a quick ad break again. 3 to 5 minutes. And then we're gonna continue with Ghost. Ghost is the next one, right? Alright, BRB. Ghost is pogging. He actually is. Well, he won't be pogging for long. Because he's gonna have to go through the gauntlet now. No, it's fine. Ghost isn't actually a weak character. Ghost is at the very front of the run. Because he takes double damage and he kind of has a tendency to die out of nowhere. He's actually a pretty strong and consistent character, but I also don't want to go like, I don't know, 56 wins or so and then suddenly die because I didn't pay attention for 3 seconds. So that's why we're playing Ghost early. Wait, I could buy that. Why didn't I buy that? I just wanted to get more kills with the axe on this stage, right? That's it. That's a good one. We're gonna have 3 different weapons. Come on, where's my other weapons? Might actually have to do the glass cannon build here. If we're not gonna find the scepter soon. Ow. That was half my HP. We could do a really fun glass cannon build here because we already have 2 aliens. Okay, well, we're actually running glass cannon. I haven't fully understood yet, like, if you feed this guy a bunch of materials and his animation changes and then you kill him, do you actually just get back the materials he stole? Or do you get more? Like, I haven't fully understood yet what the purpose of this guy is, other than to be a bit annoying. But maybe that is his only purpose. Does anyone know? Nope. He's eating 2x and 4. Oh, okay. So he does actually like increase your gain if you let him eat a bit. I have 2 gentle aliens and I'm over here playing the risky ghost build. But also the infinitely more fun one. But, you know, I'm committed at this point, so... So you want to let him eat as much as possible and then kill him at the end of the wave, or does he like despawn if he eats too much? He doesn't say anything about despawning, but he has a lot of HP on second mutation. I see. Chances. Oh, cursed ghost deck just in time for wave 9 as well. Oh my goodness. Just in time for the 9th wave. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. Would I recommend unlocking all the characters first? Yes. I mean, you can make yourself like a unique experience by unlocking certain items first and setting the game up in a certain way, but I think for the most part it's not going to be too impactful. And if you really want to get the full game experience, you should just go for all unlocks first, in my opinion. Like, I get this question a lot in Isaac. I'm not implying that you asked it, I'm just saying, like, I get this question a lot in Isaac, like, what should I get first? And it's like, just play the game, man. Like, don't worry about unlocking things in like the optimal order or anything. As you play, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna have a lot more fun playing the full game, in my opinion. And if you really enjoy the game, you're gonna go for 100% anyway, so might as well get started today. But especially with Brotato, like the characters are actually so good and so significantly different from one another that it's definitely worth to go for unlocks. I'm gonna go for the red axe because it's just nuts. Ooh, huge. Huge tardigrade. Thanks, Tardigrade. Can really feel those gentle aliens at so many enemies. What? He did 36. Oh, Jesus. He just spawned right next to me, did 2 dashes, and I was gone. And that is why Ghost is early in the order. Alright. I just have been playing it. The issue is I keep playing the characters I have on higher difficulties. I guess I should just play them all on 0, then move on from there. I mean, frankly, like, I'm the kind of guy that played every character on Danger 5 as soon as he got access to Danger 5. But if you prefer gradually lowering the, increasing the difficulty, then you should be doing that. Like, if you start out at D5, obviously you're going to be struggling a lot at the start, and if this is something that you feel is going to be unenjoyable for you, then please don't do that, because it shouldn't be unenjoyable. I personally like to play games that way, where I jump into the highest difficulty immediately. But I also understand that that would, like, majorly frustrate others. My first Dead God is just play it. Now on my second run I optimize the run by unlocking the best items first, specifically optimized for loss so I don't unlock on-hit effects. I mean, if you enjoy it that way, that's totally fine. I'm not the kind of guy that enjoys playing a game that way. And it's okay, like, it's a single player game, like, you should just play it the way that you enjoy it, right? So maybe I'm also not the right person to ask this, but I personally would just say just play the game and unlocks come as you go. Well, I mean, Isaac just takes forever to get Dead God. Like, that's just what it is. It's a really big game. I don't think the length or the amount of time it took for you to get Dead God had anything to do with, like, the order you went in. There's just a buttload of unlocks. Play the game, you can optimize the fun out of it later. I mean, that's fair, yeah. Again? Okay, never mind. There's the rats. Need to go help someone on another floor. Oh boy. That sounds exhausting. Okay, well, I can't really try and maximize that guy here because I'm Beastmaster. My pets just do whatever they want. I want to test that at some point with those loot eating dudes. It's just not the time or the place. So many rats. We've got a decent amount of rats at this point. Melee? Melee. Harvesting. Bit late, but it ended up showing. That's the important bit. Sure. Catling gun. Wave 12 elite. That might be manageable. I don't know. I've never seen this character kill the first elite. But maybe this run is different. Copium. Nope. Yes. Okay. 100% more enemy HP on the next wave is not a good thing. We don't want that on wave 9 with the spider egg dudes. Double Catling gun is pretty good already. And we've got the bot pet as well. Sure. Yes. Zero dodge, zero armor. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, it appears we're in a pretty good spot. Are we already in AFK land though? We might be. When you gotta run around to pick up the materials, because the little dude can't get them all on his own. Oh boy. Nope, we're definitely not in AFK territory yet. Jesus. All it takes is one well-placed curse dude and suddenly half my HP is gone. Okay, we might not be in standing still territory. Excuse me. We might not be in standing still territory, but we're definitely big chilling for most of the waves. I don't know, looks like my pets are tearing most things apart at this point. I just got hit by a stray bullet though and dealt 25. Sorry, 15. That's a lot of damage for one hit. Definitely gotta find some armor. Otherwise, we're just not gonna have a great time here in the long run. Well, 3 armor is nice. Another armor is nice. Down 1 armor again. I don't know. I don't think I can kill an elite here, but we'll try. Actually, dude, we're killing him easy. Jesus. Jesus! Catling guns OP and botomatics. Jesus Christ, that was nuts. Okay, what do I want from this? I mean, the question is, why am I thinking about that? We all know I'm gonna get ricochet, right? Oh, scapegoat. Okay. Got a pet. Wait, plus 1% damage for every permanent 1% speed you have. Minus 2. But I have 38 speed. Oh? Oh, for every permanent speed. Right. The speed I have isn't permanent because it comes from pets. Yeah. Okay, got it. I don't want that then. entire shop is insane. That feel when Retromation's hoodie and it doesn't do anything for you. Scapegoat! You got this! Dude, 3 Catzillas and 3 Botomatics. It's no wonder that the boss died so fast. They were all there with me too. Love when Peep spams and fills the entire room with creep. Oh, good times. The best thing he can do. I just needed a vent, no need to apologize. It's all good. Does that flight? Yeah, they're problem solved. Have you considered just having flight? Noob. Ah! Eey. Okay, what I'm doing here has the exact same problem that I have on Engineer when I'm running a turret build, is that a mid-boss comes towards you and then you have to dodge in a very, very small area to stay close to the turrets. Except I'm Beastmaster, I don't need to actually stay close to these guys, so how about I don't? Alright, the rats are just bringing it home. I think we're good here. On this run, that is. Explosion damage, explosion size, minus 15% damage. So that would... I have one thing that explodes right now, which is the one dog that I started with, and everything else would just get 15% minus from this. Probably not what I'm looking for. Oh, the mines, right. But the mines would also get the minus 15. I don't know. I don't think that's good. We've seen how much damage the Catzilla does. I don't know. Maybe it is good. I don't think it is, though. Three armor. Hi, scapegoat. Bye, scapegoat. Shift build and the boss isn't time meter. Hopefully not 820 because then the second boss will be time meter. A19, nice. That noise from the bots there when the wave ended scared the crap out of me. Will I kill more than 146 cursed enemies for the rest of the run? Actually, it's 2 materials. Will I kill more than 73 enemies, cursed enemies for the rest of the run? Probably. Yeah, not just you. I wasn't looking at the screen either because I had deemed the wave completed. So when I heard that noise and didn't expect it, I really thought it was just like randomly over or something and I'm gonna look like a clown. Instead, I'm just gonna look like a clown without it being over. Dude, there's so many cursed guys, I might actually have the money by the end of this wave. Bozo isn't in this game though, yet. Nope. Jetpack, 15% speed and dodge. -5 max HP is kind of a big deal because the rats spawn, the rats scale with max HP. But dodge and speed is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. All right. Five bots and 3 cats. We're approaching like SMG type attack speeds here. I like the potato game, but this is kind of an AFK character, not gonna lie. I don't like the AFK characters. And one of them is actually like the 6th to last or so that we're playing. But yeah, I don't know. When the game turns into oh Jesus. When the game turns into tower defense, it's always a bit disheartening to me. Great piggy bank at wave 19. Honestly, fantastic. 10 out of 10. I don't need Gentle Alien anymore. We can try and curse the bonk dog. I really don't think I have to move this stage. Time is it? Okay, we're gonna do one more run with Ghost after this one, and then we're gonna be done for the day. Hopefully not gonna die to Ghost. And then in the time to the next stream, I'm probably going to be practicing a lot of Hunter. Oh, scapegoat! No, I'm coming! Okay, he's healthy again. Okay, scapegoat is fine. You just took a nap. Sif's Relic, dude, it's cursed. 6 armor, 16 dodge. Like, honestly, that alone could be like a purple item. Jesus Christ. It's a bit late, of course, for Sif's Relic. Like, the pulling in the projectiles bit is really not that important anymore, of course. I'm gonna take a bait. Just a flex. But still, it's so good. Cursed Redzilla. Alright, this is gonna be pretty fast. Isn't Sharkman supposed to chase me? Oh, he's chasing the goat. Alright. One more run with Ghosty Ghost, and then we're gonna be done for the day. Hopefully this time I can actually get the 222 build. Or not have a random curse charger spawn right next to me. Also an option. Hold up. Gonna send my girlfriend a text to start thinking about where she wants to order. You did big fat burritos last night? Not just burritos, big fat burritos. Still got leftover. Send me some. I don't like this start. Oh, there we go. They are huge. Our local Mexican place does food truck catering every so often here. Ooh. I love Mexican food, but there's really only one delivery service here that does Mexican food, and we've tried it once and it wasn't that good. It's more like it's an international place, right? And their Indian food is actually top notch, as is their pizza. But their Mexican food didn't really like convince me that much. Why did I just take 2 engineering? That the wrong character. I'm playing Ghost now. I don't need engineering. Oh no. Don't like delivery so much, so when the truck comes, go, here we go. Go to the restaurant. I'm a big fan of delivery. I'm also a big fan of going out for food. I'm just a big fan of not having to cook once a week. I love cooking, don't get me wrong, but Meal planning can be like a job in itself. Okay, I need one more flint, but I'm almost decked out here. Good. It's very good. This is also pretty decent. Come on, where's that last flint? I'm actually gonna roll the scepter to try and find a flint. Nope. Okay, we've got a wave 12 horde, which is perfect for Ghost. That's exactly what he wants. Dono Deca, dead on turn 4. Sweet. Ooh. That could have been dirty. Oh, cursed flint. Sweet. I want to take minus dodge. I think the sharp bullet is better for Ghost, right? Because the -5, it's only -5% damage, and a -20 piercing damage is only gonna affect the scepters, which is not as big of a deal. I think I'm gonna go for sharp bullet. It's kind of insane. No, I've been standing for so long, and I have a standing desk that I barely ever utilize. So let me do that real quick. There we go. Oh, much better. I think I'm gonna need a new cable for my mic. Actually, it should be my headphones that are making noise, right? You guys hear that? There's like a buzzing sound on my headphones. Is that my headphones or is that my PC? Do you guys hear that buzzing? Don't think anybody's picking up on the buzzing except for me. It's buzzing. Do you guys hear that? I hear something when you're leaning over. Probably not. I have to... Okay, fair. No, you definitely, there would definitely be more people noticing it. There would definitely be more people saying yes if that picked up on your end. I have like a constant bzzz on my headphones right now. After I stood up. And I've been having that periodically for the last few days. I think there's something wrong with my headphones cable probably, but... That not properly plugged in, maybe? Oh. I found the problem. The issue is now I don't hear anything at all anymore because I accidentally unplugged my headphones. BRB. Okay. I have sound again. So here we are. Okay, red scepter just in time for the big 9. So that's neat. Oh god, a curse. Oh god, a curse spider. Please die. Thank you. Jesus. Terrifying. Okay. 4 armor on Ghost. Beautiful. Oh, I think we're on a good path. Ooh, candy bag. What an item. That's gonna give me rain. Sorry, that's gonna give me armor occasionally. It's gonna be very sad, but it is what it is. Hey, finally some dodge. Probably shouldn't have rolled that. Oh god. That could have ended badly. Luckily it didn't. Sure. I'm gonna go for the move speed. I've been pretty slow these last few waves, and it's been showing. Sure. Piggy bank. It's early enough for piggy bank. I really need to start hitting some of these dodges. Like, it would be nice not to miss every 70% dodge that I'm trying to hit. Well, not trying, but you're just gonna get hit sometimes, and the whole point of this character is that you're not getting hit a lot of the time when you would. A bit more move speed, sure. Ooh. -6 dodge, probably not. I don't think I need to buy anything here. I can handle this horde wave, and I want to stack up the piggy bank. If I can manage to not spend any money until the first elite that we're fighting, then this is pretty much going to be over. Because piggy bank will have gained me so much money that I'll just get way too strong. Oh, I was trying to make it. I didn't want to buy much. I should buy like the cheap stuff that's just being offered to me like that. Fish is just very good for this character. Pretty sure this is a win, barring any massive skill issues or insanely bad luck. We've got a pretty good run here on our hands. What am I doing? I want to save money. We can hold that. Okay. One more round of saving money. And then next shop we're gonna spend everything because that's when the elite show up. Funnily enough, despite having candy back, the game doesn't actually give me any of those 10% elites. But I mean, 10% isn't that much. Oh, I just saw that message. Have you yanked it out of the socket slightly? Yeah, I did when I elevated the table. Apparently it got yanked out a bit. And then when I grabbed it to examine it, it just fell out completely, and that's why I didn't have any sound anymore. Man, I'd really like to find some dodge. I don't like Lantern on Ghost. When I read that, I was concerned that we were referring to her shoulder. No, no, no. Fortunately not. Well, I'm not taking a weird ghost on a boss wave. Alright, this should be easy peasy. Especially with this guy. I strongly advise against yanking your shoulder out of the socket. Yeah, I heard that can be pretty uncomfortable. Never had that issue personally, but... This is probably more healing than I have. Is it? Sure. Actually, hold up. We don't need to take anything here. I can utilize the piggy bank a bit more. I'll take the penguin, sure. Oh, dodge! Dodge, dude! It's only 7 and I'm capped, chat! Finally! At wave 16! Sure. Torture in the... Oh, right, we have penguin. We have torture. Oh, ice cube. Sweet. I like taking mastery with this build. Don't care about engineering. Sure. All right. Sharkman. See if I care. I cared a little bit, but not much. I can notably not get a full heal from that red chest now that I have torture. I guess red chests are always like a strong reason to consider whether you want to take torture. Especially with this character who takes like 90 damage when he gets it. Yo, Anonymous! Holy shit! Whoa, and we got, dude, do you guys believe in karma? Retromations hoodie right after that donation. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 91.37 tip. Holy shit. I'm gonna set up the second part of the donation goal for the next stream. Like, this is the last run of the day, and like there's 3 more waves left, so I don't think it makes sense. But thank you so much. That actually hits part 1 of the car help fund. Holy shit. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I appreciate you. Oh boy. Oh wow. I'm gonna need a moment. Holy shit. Thank you very, very much. Whoa, my heart is actually racing right now, and not because of the game. Okay, Curse Tonic. Cursing these doesn't really seem too impactful at this point. We can just buy the Gambling token afterwards and finally go to 90 on the last wave. Finally, my dodge on Ghost is capped out on the last wave of the run. Fantastic. I don't care about Pumpkin. That's okay. Life steal is okay. Get some more speed. Don't care about the lure. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna invest the rest of this in some sort of DPS. Tempting. You know what? I'll buy another penguin. Why not? This time just for the memes, though. Ashes. Bit late, but... To be fair, for every other character, this would have been the perfect time to pick up Ashes because you get all the benefits without losing any of the armor. It's just on this character in particular, I don't even care about losing the armor, so... It would have been nicer to have early on so we could do more damage. Good god. We have 200 range suddenly. Alright. This is gonna be like 20 seconds max. Probably more like 15. It's gonna be 20, but still. Alright. If you're new to the stream, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and a sub on the YouTube video if you're over there. And if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to leave me a follow as well. Stream multiple times a week, certain roguelikes. I'm currently trying to complete this Deathless challenge, which is pretty difficult. And the next time we're playing Brotato, we're picking up where we left off here, which is going to be on Dwarf. There's also going to be a new YouTube video going live in 19 minutes. So if you want to see more of my content, which the video is going to be an Isaac video, you can go to my YouTube channel and check that out. There's already a library with over 1,000 videos. So there's tons to watch. Link is in Twitch chat. I'm not going to link the YouTube channel on my YouTube. I trust you guys to be able to find that. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm hopefully going to see you next stream, which is going to be either on Sunday or at the very latest on Monday. Bye-bye.